is James E. Darling, City Commissioner of McAllen, Texas.
Commissioner James Darling received national honors by the Housing Assistance Council in the nation's capital in December. Commissioner Darling was the recipient of the Henry B. Gonzalez Award for his leadership in creating and implementing housing policy that has made decent and affordable housing a reality for low-income families throughout South Texas. For more than 20 years, Commissioner Darling has worked passionately as a volunteer, city employee, and now city commissioner for affordable housing for the people with modest means.
I'm real proud. I'm proud to represent the city, and this is really not an honor to me. It's an honor for the city of McAllen, the city commissioners, the McAllen Affordable Homes Board, Affordable Homes House Texas Board, and McAllen Housing Authority Board, and all the people that work together.
As a commissioner, Mr. Darling has advocated for affordable housing in several instances, including working with residents concerned about construction of a 120-unit subdivision.
Seeing the look on people's faces when they get that key to that house, I said it tonight, I remembered my first house that we owned. I was 12 years old. We had lived in 9 different rent houses, and I was so happy to live in a home that my family owned. And so I guess deep down inside I always remember that, and I get rewarded every time we have a closing. And to see that kind of expression on the people's faces when they enter that home that they now own.
According to Affordable Homes of South Texas, Jim Darling is known for his pro bono legal services to the Affordable Housing Organization, thus helping more than 2,000 families become homeowners.
I think it's finally a little recognition for Jim. You know, I've said it several times, and we put it in the nomination letter, is he's really truly the unsung hero of this program. Without him, we wouldn't be nearly as successful as we are.
Mr. Calvillo, along with the other members of the Affordable Homes of South Texas, nominated Commissioner Darling because he has made a difference not only in their organization, but in South Texas.
It's absolutely true. I think, you know, back at the beginning, we started 35 years ago with a group of citizens. And ever since the very first meeting, if you look at the minutes back to the very first meeting, the city was always involved. And the city has always supported us. And if it wouldn't be for the city either, and the support that Jim provides, we wouldn't be here.
Commissioner Darling continues to work hard to provide more housing opportunities to low-income families.
Bragging a little bit about Jim, if I were to try to document the dollar amount of his contribution to the organization, it would be in the millions of dollars. Just in the closings alone, it's like $750,000. So his assistance has been invaluable.
Commissioner Jim Darling believes his work is not finished.
There's a lot more need than we can meet right now, and so it's important that we have a very, very strong program. It's important that we keep that program going and improving on it. And I think that's what everybody's tried to achieve over the years.
Calvillo believes housing programs across the country are going to encounter more problems in this economy.
I think what we're going to wind up seeing is our job is going to be more difficult. As we know, there's certain boundaries within the city of McAllen, and the supply and demand, the property is going to get more expensive. We're going to do more rehabs, which are always more challenging. And so as it relates to the organization, it's going to be more of a challenge. As it relates to our dependence on Jim and supporters from the community, it's going to be even more.
The Housing Assistance Council selected Commissioner Darling because he represents what the late Congressman Henry B. Gonzalez championed during his congressional career.
Mr. Gonzalez was a big supporter of our organization. He was also a big champion of rural housing people. He traveled the country doing hearings, trying to understand what housing needs were. As a person from South Texas, he understood the needs of colonias, the needs of people who work in the fields, and the needs of Hispanics in general. So for us, he was a great champion. So after he passed away, we really lost a great, great friend. And so we thought one way to honor him was to name one of our awards after him. And we give the award out to local elected or state elected or federally elected officials, people who through elective office are able to make a difference locally in providing affordable housing for the community.
Mr. Darling also hopes for a brighter future at providing affordable housing to many generations to come.
Affordable Homes South Texas has been very fortunate to team up with some national foundations, and that's where the money comes from. You know, it's very difficult to raise it locally, and so they've been very successful in doing it. If you take a look at the program, the city is very, very generous with CBDG funds and home funds, but there's a limited amount of money the city can do, obviously, and so getting national attention and saying we got a strong program, we can deliver if you trust us with your money is very important. That's why it's important that you have national recognition and national participation.
As Commissioner Darling reflected about the future of affordable housing, he believes it will get harder for different segments of the community.
I think a big challenge for us is our elderly. You know, I'm on the board of Amigos de Valle and the Senior Companionship Program, and there's a real need for affordable housing for senior companionship because it's different housing. You know, you can't, a senior maybe not be able to keep up the house that they did before, or it's in ill repair, and so there's different challenges, and I think we're really facing that in our area, and we need to see some progress over there too.
Mr. Darling says he may have received this prestigious award, but he has to share it with the McAllen's past leaders.
I think it goes back to leadership way before me, but there's been constant leadership in emphasizing this program. The cities put their money where their mouth is and devoted money to this program. We've had partnerships with the school district, for instance. Los Encinos is one of the most successful developments in the country, and that was a school district and the city and different government entities working together and getting the job done.
To pay tribute to the late Henry B. Gonzalez, the Housing Assistance Council awarded the honor to Commissioner James Jim Darling. This national award always goes to national leaders, but it's the local unsung heroes that always contribute to the affordable housing programs. For more information about affordable homes of South Texas, please contact them at 687-6263. I'm Roy Cantu for the City of McAllen.